My lock journey with Georgette started about 8 years ago. At that time, I wanted to start locks, didn't really know who to go to. I had met a couple of different people that said, okay, yeah, I can do your locks, I can start your locks. I went to them, wasn't really happy with the results, would keep them in for a little bit, thinking that maybe after some time I would adjust to it, would get used to how they looked, and they would grow on me. Well, that didn't happen. My mom was out somewhere one day and she saw this lady and she talked about how nice the lady's hair looked. So she went up to her and she asked her, "Who does your hair?" The lady told her about Georgette, and it was perfect because Georgette was right down the street from me. But the lady gave her Georgette's business card. My mom brought it to me. I looked at the pictures on the card. I was like, wow, okay. These definitely look different than what was on my head. So let me give this lady a call. Called her and scheduled my consult, and while I was there, she was actually working on somebody else's hair, and I'm kind of paying attention to what she's doing. I'm like, okay, she's taking her time with this lady. It looks really neat. Okay, I'm liking this. So she looked at my hair. We talked about the process and what needed to be done. I scheduled my first appointment. When I went for that first appointment, again, we went over the process again, and we talked about my biggest concern, which was just not having that nappy, unkept look once they started to grow out. So we talked about the whole interlocking process and how it was a tighter process, how it's a neater process, how it lasts longer. And there was definitely a lot of truth in that, because I can go a lot longer than if someone with the other people, the palm rolls. Georgette took her time when she worked on my hair, and I love that about her. It wasn't her working on my hair and working on somebody else's. My appointment was my appointment. We laughed, we talked, we prayed together. Her whole spirit, her attitude, the vibe that she gave, it just made me feel comfortable, and it made me continue to go back to her, because I didn't feel like I was just a client. I felt like I was a person with her. That was my stylist, was my friend. And I love that about her. I cut off my locks at one point, decided that I wanted them back. I eventually found her again. And it was the funniest thing, because she did my hair. And the next day when I got to work, I had gotten so many compliments. And I mean, I'm still getting compliments on just how neat they look and how nice they look. And I just had to kind of laugh to myself, because I'm like, what's funny? I've had locks in my hair for a little while now. Why am I just not getting the compliments? But then I had to realize it was because of whose hands had been in my hair. Georgette's work definitely speaks for itself. I recommend her to any and everyone. She is in Orlando, I'm in Jacksonville, but I definitely have no problem making that drive, because it's worth my time, it's worth my money, it's worth my effort. And I love her.